here would not surprise me at all.
Yep, certainly. And we'll go ahead and update the scoreboard. Ret did win. Alright, and yep, we'll jump into the next map, and it will be on Whirlwind. So that's a nice big map for Ret to play around with if he does want to go for that macro style. And well, let's jump right on in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Ret does suffer to the temptation of building mutas, because of the wide open nature of this map. Mutas are just so incredibly strong, and building a ground-based army is just very difficult.
Yep, certainly. And let's go ahead and make sure it works now. Yep, okay. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump right on in this game. In the top right of the map, we have our pink Zerg player, a Dane trying to take out a Dutch player in the Dutch League, but, well, he's taken out Ret before, but that last game, Ret looked pretty strong against him. In any case, looking to come back, his name is Storm for Copenhagen Wolves. And the bottom left, our red Zerg from Team Liquid, looking very, very sharp in that previous game. Let's see if we can close this series out in 2 games and take revenge on Storm, who did knock him down to the lower bracket. His name is Ret.
Yes. Storm is not building an Overlord. He's going to go for a Temple.
Yeah, oh, and, well, I mean, he's not going to give Ret enough time to really try and make those mid-game decisions that looked so strong in that previous game. Yeah, this 10 pool. Let's see what he can get done and what Ret decides to go for as well. And, well, if it's that 15 hatch, he'll have to work pretty hard to defend that. If it's some sort of gas pool thing instead, he could be in pretty good shape. But knowing Ret that hatch first on a map like this, well, it's really hard not to go hatch first on Whirlwind. You just feel like you almost have to. And it is a long rush distance, so those slow links will take so long getting across the map. Well, they will have speed, actually, at some point. Actually, 2 gas geysers. There's one of those. Okay,
yeah,
one of those for a trick. Okay, I was going to freak me out for a second. And, yeah, but we will see that quick speed as well. So 10 pool with speed, maybe into Banelings as well. Or actually, maybe just straight for Banelings.
And we see a 14 pool here for Red, which I think is pretty close to perfect, and even getting a gas, not expanding. Due to the size of the map, like, this is the maximum distance those links could possibly be having forced to cross before they can even get to your opponent's base. I think Red is in a very good shape here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're saying, the long distance on this map. If you 10 pull even against a 15 hatch, it just takes so damn long for links to get across to actually do much of anything. But yeah, Ret's reaction is, well, not even reaction, just like he's expecting this play to a certain extent, knows he wants to play a little bit safer in case he goes for something like this.
And Storm is going to go with a Baneling Nest, so this is definitely one base all in off of him, and all Red really needs to do is make a pull, perhaps even identify what his opponent is doing. He might even see this drone scouting at the bottom right. Yeah, he should. Let's check his vision if he does. Yeah, he notices it. So this might be a giveaway. And looking at how he still seems to be scouting a bit of his own. And yeah, now he's making a queen, adding on more links, and the links of Storm are on their way.
Yep, and that is a pretty early drone scout. So when you spot out something like that, you're like, this might be a bit fishy. These links, they're not going to go, if they go north, they might spot this out, but they are not going to head that way right off the bat, but you will see links coming across the map. He'll only see these 2 to start out with, which is a big tell, but when he sees this next 2, well, he might start worrying, and his links being in the middle of the map is not really where you want them to be at this point in time.
This is very tough for Red, because he's throwing up the hatch, he's making the hatch. He's pulling his links back, fortunately, so he can, okay, now he sees the links running in, he sees the Banelings, he knows what Storm is up to. Does he have a queen? No, Red does not have a queen yet, and this, this one at the ramp was looking at his main, and it's actually going to get surrounded by these links, but he wants to focus on his Baneling, takes one Baneling, more links are about to pop out, and these drones are going to have to run for their lives.
And really good drone control so far. Baneling's giving chase. It needs to
huge hit.
Split. Okay, that was a really nice second hit right there. And yeah, those 2 Banelings hit about as well as they could have, and Ret finds himself in a really tough spot, and yeah, he will go ahead and tap out. I mean, those Baneling hits were about as good as they could have really been, honestly.
I thought Red was in a very good spot, but he was too late to identify the aggression. Yeah, throwing up a spine crawler would have made all the difference in the world, or just making more links, but you don't always get that luxury, in the ZVZ, and it's going to go to a game